Now, the breaking news, and we knew it was happening. Now it has happened.
Some breaking news. We're going to stay with Liverpool, and Liverpool owner John W. Henry says the commitment of Fenway Sports Group to the club remains stronger than ever.
Andy Robertson has been strongly linked with a move to Tottenham, other reports, Jamie.
Yeah.
Do you have concerns, especially if he does make that move?
Sarah, how are you feeling?
I'm so angry. I hope you have your beep machine on ready. I mean, I support a club that clearly doesn't think it's important to invest in defence, and this is what you get.
Defence.
Well, from the reports that we're hearing, is that Tsimikas would then come back just to give some strength in depth on that left back position with Milos Kerkez, so that would make sense.
But particularly when you look at the players who are unavailable, we should also factor in the players who left over the summer. Tsimikas went off on loan. Trent Alexander-Arnold, obviously. There have been wholesale changes in the Liverpool defence.
Yeah, and obviously Connor's picked up a really nasty injury, so we're probably not going to see him again this season.
Same with Giovanni Leone, who only played a couple of games.
And he looks a real prospect. He looks a real talent. He picked up that injury in the Carabao Cup. And obviously, hopefully, Ibrahim Konate will be back soon. But it does feel like it's they are down to the bare bones, if you like. They need some players. He needs a little bit of help in that department, because if they were to pick up an injury or two more, they're going to have real problems. I don't know the ins and outs, so I can't talk, but Gay felt like a big miss. That was always something that everybody, football would say, that he's going to be going to Liverpool. It looks like a done deal. Manchester City obviously came in and offered him a huge amount of money to go there, and it's a really good move for him. I'm not, fully understand that one, but it just felt like that would be one that Liverpool would have certainly partaked in. They didn't, so now they have to be clever in the market. The hard thing is you go and buy a player, and Leone is going to be a real star, and then he's probably going to be fit for the start of next pre-season, hopefully. So you're in a bit of a position, really, but you've got to make sure you've got some strength in depth.
It's completely fair to Virgil to blame him for the first goal, because I think you could see throughout the game how much impact the wind had on certain balls. There was, I don't exactly know, but in the end of the game, Virgil hit a long ball towards Mo, and I was expecting it to go to the goalkeeper, but all of a sudden it fell to Mo. He wasn't the only one who had once in a while struggled with the wind.
Do you think he will be given time, though, and do you think he deserves to be given more time?
On the basis of his work at Spurs this season, you can't make any argument that he deserves it. And there's a bit of in contrast now at Spurs, he was so expansive. At Brentford, he was such a kind of assured character who was willing to just talk so intelligently about football. We're not seeing, he looks like a different figure at Spurs now. As regards whether they'll change, I think the one thing that was significant about yesterday's game was it felt like it didn't quite get toxic enough to force the owners. And that's where we are now. I think that's touching on what Johnny said there about where it gets into end game for a manager. And it's almost like everyone is in a bit of a holding pattern now until the situation gets so bad and it gets so toxic that they have no choice.
There was a danger it would, though, wouldn't it? Particularly at half-time.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think there's been a bit of a debate around Spurs over the last 12 or 14 hours since the game ended about how much of this was Frank and how much was the players taking matters into their own hands. And even we should say about Villa's performance, but especially in the first half, just the sharpness and coherence of Villa in contrast to what Spurs were. That first goal where Tielemans just plays it straight through the four men. Yeah. And then the second goal, kind of one-touch football, as if Spurs were a lower league side. They did rally in the second half, maybe show that there could be something there. But can Frank in this situation, can he hone that? It feels unlikely.